I've made some bad decisions, but I've never been seen on a dance floor. Never.
Oh, okay.
Never. I've made some bad decisions, but I've never. How would you finish that sentence? Let's go to Liz.
Okay. I've made some bad decisions, but I have never skydived.
Why?
Because it just sort of freaks me out. I like to do adventurous things, but that ain't one of them.
Not out of a plane, nor roller coasters.
No roller coasters.
She won't do roller coasters.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try our producer, Jake.
You know, I've made some bad decisions in my lifetime, but I have never eaten a tomato sandwich.
Okay, why?
Ew.
Because I like good food, and I don't think a mayonnaise and tomato sandwich sounds appetizing.
No, not at all. Not
Okay,
at all.
let's go to Ninja.
I made some bad decisions, but I never dated in middle school.
Oh.
It's
Very
so different.
smart.
It is very, very smart. Your parents are like, yes.
Yeah, right? They did something right.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Scott? You've made some bad decisions, but you've never...
I've never worn pajamas to the store. You know, the pajama pants.
Like
whatever.
Walmart?
No,
That's a
no,
popular
no.
thing at Walmart. You wear the
No.
PJs to Walmart. Yeah.
Not me.
Made some bad decisions. Never done that.
Yeah, you'll never see me on a dance floor. I see middle-aged people on reels dancing, and I'm like, you'll never see me on a dance floor. I don't want to look like that.
But you know, not everybody looks like that. They're on reels because...
Listen, I have no rhythm.
Yes, you do.
There's no way you
You're
would
a-
see me.
You're a musician.
Yeah, that's different, though. That's different from dancing.
Okay, never like a slow dance with your wife?
Listen. If someone saw me dancing, they would get deathly ill.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
No, they wouldn't.
You would get physically ill that you would want to throw up.
Okay.
That's
What?
I want to see Rob do the electric slide.
No, you'll get sick.
Get a quarter. So Amanda texted.
Okay.
She said, I may have made some bad decisions, but I've never gotten a tattoo.
Oh, really?
That's hers.
Okay, so here's a couple of open mics that just came in. This is through the My HISRadio app.
I've made some bad decisions, but I've never drank unsweet tea.
I made some bad decisions in life, but I never drank from a water fountain.
Ooh, yeah. Especially now.
I know. I love the unsweet tea.
The unsweet tea. That's all I drink when it comes to tea is unsweet.
Good morning. I may have made some bad choices, but at least I've never jumped in the murky water where there's alligators.
I've made some pretty bad decisions in my life, but I've never eaten sushi or anchovies. Ugh. And I never will.
Oh, you're so missing out.
Have you ever had a Caesar salad?
Yeah.
Aren't they made with anchovies?
The
dressing?
The salad dressing is, yeah.
Okay,
Little
okay.
bits of it. You have no idea until then all of a sudden it's revealed to you and you're like, oh, I don't like this anymore.
Bunny texted and she said, I've made some bad decisions, but I've never eaten escargot.
Ooh, yeah. I'm with you on that, Bunny.
I have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was not great.
I'm sorry on that. Here's some open mics through the My HISRadio app.
I have done some crazy things in my life, but I never ate a mayonnaise and banana sandwich.
And I ain't never ate a banana and peanut butter.
God bless.
Oh
my gosh. They sent it.
Yeah, you did. You sent it.
I love them so much.
They did that together. They sound like the perfect couple that gets along and cracks up all of the time.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So if you've been following the journey for the past almost 9 months, Ninja, one of our producers, is pregnant. And I just witnessed something. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. Ninja walks over to Liz, and they're kind of whispering to each other. It turns out, one thing, Oliver is what on the percentile thing, whatever you call it?
Mm-hmm. The scale.
The scale? 99%.
For weight, right?
And he's due July 14th, and well, we know the date now.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking he's coming early.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Goodness.
How much does he weigh right now?
Last week, 7 pounds, 4 ounces.
And if I'm not mistaken, in the last month, the babies gain 1 pound per week.
Oh, for reals?
So,
So we're going to talk about.
is it a half a pound?
Yeah.
Okay, still. 18 pounds.
18 pounds.
Your math is off, son.
By July 14th. Anyway, Ninja needs to elevate her feet or something because they're swollen right now. Is that right?
The marshmallows.
They're
marshmallows. And that is so typical. Like, I remember, I think my shoe size went up a full size, if not a size and a half.
Because my first question was, because I don't know. It's been a minute. Eli's 15. Right. 16. He's 16. So I'm like, can you take ibuprofen? Are you allowed to take any of these things? It's no, right?
No, not ibuprofen.
So my suggestion was to put her feet up because she is vertically challenged, just like I am. And so our feet dangle constantly because of the chairs that we sit in.
Okay.
Yes. And so I was like, okay, at least, grab a trash can or a stool or something that you can put your feet up so they're not dangling.
So she's got them up now, right?
Yes.
You got them on some kind of stool.
Yes, they're up on a stool.
And I think maybe, elevating them if we can find something for her. But I don't know how quickly that will alleviate.
Well, that was about 5 minutes ago. How are they now?
They're starting to feel better.
Okay. Are they starting to look better?
I think so.
Okay. So I don't know all the tricks of the trade because it's been a minute since I have been with child as well.
Well, Scott knows because he's had kids.
Yeah, my ankle swelled when my wife was pregnant, so I just elevated them.
My goodness.
Is that what she did?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I do recall that, yeah.
I remember, being in bed and putting my feet up on several pillows, and that can help.
Correct.
Right,
yep.
but obviously Ninja can't do that right now.
She's not lying down unless we put her on the floor.
Right. I mean, I don't mind if you do that. Right? We don't mind if you do that, but we just don't have pillows at the ready for you to.
That's true. Let's just take cushions off of the chairs out front.
Yeah, but I wonder, is there something? Because Ninja even said she hasn't eaten anything that has salt in it. That, because salt will make you retain water.
I smell food. Who's eating what? Is that you, Ninja?
I did have egg and avocado toast.
Oh, that's what I'm smelling, the toast.
But still no salt.
Yeah, there's no, crazy salt in either of those things naturally.
Avocado doesn't have salt?
I mean, I doubt avocado. The toast probably did, but not to where it would cause her to swell, really quickly.
So she does have her feet up, but at least.
Yeah. You drinking water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Coffee? Oh, you can't have coffee.
I haven't had any.
I am so sorry.
No coffee, no tea.
How are you not cranky?
Prayer.
So here's the open mic that just came in on the My HISRadio app.
Ninja, try wearing compression socks. Also, when you elevate your legs, you want to be sure to put them above the level of your heart. So that means you need to lie down flat on your back and put your feet up so that they're above the level of your heart. Try to do that several times throughout the day. Good luck.
There's your prescription, several times a day.
Absolutely.
Lie down flat on your back and put your legs up. You have them up now on something, right?
Yeah, but because of my chair, it's not above my heart.
And that would be hard to do in this situation or at work. What's Ninja doing?
I do have a couch in my office. You should just use it.
Just bring my laptop in with
me.
Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I'll use your desk. You use my couch.
Well, Tracy also has something to do for those flows. That's what I call them, fatty toes. Flows.
Okay.
Okay, so Tracy said you put cucumber slices in water and you drink it for the swelling in your ankles and your feet. I've done it. She said it works.
Really?
I've never heard of this, although it makes sense. Like if I want to lose weight a little quicker, I'll do lemon water. So I see the cucumber and water thing helping to move everything, a natural diuretic.
Move everything?
Yeah. The TT.
You mean
water, the fluid.
Number one.
Yes.
Okay.
Even though it's called a diuretic, it's for the number one.
What's that got to do with her swollen feet?
That moves the fluid out.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Scott, you said you had your tonsils, right, Scott?
I do, yes.
See, Scott, and also Jake and Ninja. You said you don't have you have your tonsils, right?
I have them.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I did. I'm the only one, at least here, that does not have their tonsils.
Yeah, my entire family has their tonsils, other than my mom's. The only one I can think of.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, here's an open mic that came in on the My HISRadio app.
I've had my tonsils out twice. Got them out the first time as a young child, and they grew back, so I had to have them out a second time. How about that?
I've heard that they don't get all the tissue of the tonsils, so sometimes they grow back not as large, but that can happen.
I have never heard that.
I know. I don't think mine did.
Oh my goodness. Like you go in to have it taken care of because obviously it's causing some issues.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I feel like I was 3, 4, 5, around
Really?
5 years.
You
Yeah,
were
it was
little.
before I got into first grade. That's why I thought everybody had them taken out.
I just remember my mom sharing, like, she loved it because all she had to eat was popsicles and ice cream for like a
There
week
was
or
that
something
benefit.
like that. But I never had anything like that as a kid. Never had to go to the hospital for anything. I know.
Wow.
And none of my kids have had broken bones and the tonsils out. And
Liz's family, they are the Incredibles.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. His radio. If you remember the show, that was the 90s, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
The 90s, and then they rebooted it on Netflix like about 5 years ago or something like that with Fuller House. Well, that house is for sale now for over $5 million.
I know. But if you think about it, being in California, first of all, in San Francisco, being on this postcard row, it doesn't sound like a half bad price for that area.
I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. I'm wrong. It was for sale in 2020 for $5 million. It's now for sale again for $6.5 million.
Yeah, but still, again, knowing where it's been, how iconic it is, it's beautiful. It's that Victorian kind of a home. And I think it's like 3 stories, I think is what it is. Now, it's very thin, but it's still 3 stories.
Like a townhouse, isn't
yeah.
it?
Well, it looks like it from the street, but it is big. It goes back fairly far. But with that Victorian style and the bay windows, it's gorgeous.
I'm sure it is, but I can't afford that.
No,
$6.5 million?
Well, for around here, that would be ridiculous.
You're right.
But in San Francisco and California, it's probably more of an average.
Scott has some news about the Home Alone house because it's for sale too, right?
Yeah, it just sold, I think, $5.25 million, and the former owner did a lot of upgrades, and apparently they added a movie theater in the house. So you can watch Home Alone while you're living in the Home Alone house. I thought that was pretty neat.
That's wild.
That would be kind of cool. Hopefully you don't have a kid named Kevin that you're always looking for.
Right?
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. This is his radio. So here's this one student, 18 years old. His parents or their parents brought them on a cruise. And at one of the ports, they're out and they're doing this shopping thing. And the 18-year-old who just graduated looks at mom and dad and says, listen, I think the boat's going to leave soon. I'm just going to go back to it now. I'll meet you there. Okay, we'll see you. 45 minutes after the boat leaves, the parents come to board the boat and it's gone. The cruise ship is gone.
They don't wait. They don't wait for you.
No.
They tell you that ahead of time. If you are late, like if you take an excursion from an outside source, bye.
So here's the thing. It's getting all over social right now that they went. The teenager just like, see you, mom, dad, on the cruise ship. And the cruise ship takes off. And they're like, the parents are like sitting there 45 minutes after the cruise ship leaves. They lost track of time pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And so they're on WhatsApp going, couldn't you just ask them to wait for us?
That's a big ask for a teenager, I
It doesn't
think.
work that way.
Well,
they're on a schedule. So mom and dad had to hop on a plane and go to the next port of call.
And they were upset with the
Yeah.
kid because it costs so much. Now, I'm thankful that the cruise ship said, yeah, you can meet us at another port. We've heard stories not even that long ago where they're like, sorry, you're kind of out of luck.
They let you know, pretty clearly,
Yeah.
that if you miss it, we're sorry. We have to go.
And you probably have some people in your life that they just go by their own schedule.
Yeah.
Well, the cruise ship has anywhere from probably 2,000 to even 5,000 or more people aboard. They can't wait for those people.
Right.
They can't wait because they lost track of time.
I'm sure that has to, I don't know, I'm guessing here, but it seems like to me that would happen on every cruise line.
So-
every trip. I think people probably miss it.
Well, I would think so. There are excursions that you take that you buy through the cruise line itself. They will wait for those because they kind of back those. But if you take something outside of what the cruise line, puts out there, Or if you lose track of time, they're going to leave you. They can't make 5,000 people wait.
I've been on a couple of cruises, but I worked on them.
Oh.
So I did some, I did workout stuff.
Oh,
and led
okay.
workout routines on these cruise lines. I wasn't the entertainment, no.
Tonight, Rob Dempsey sings the blues.
I did MC a couple of things, but I wasn't the entertainment. I was the workout guy.
Oh, man, I'd have bought a ticket for that.
It was weird. Anyway, so we couldn't afford the excursions, so we did our own thing. And they if I would have come back late, they just would have left.
Well, they will leave you. I mean, they've got a buffet to put out.
I actually wasn't supposed to graduate high school on time because I failed so many exams and stuff like that, but the grace of God, I was able to graduate on time and passed all of my exams. And I went to Disney World with my parents. It was a miracle by God, and I can't thank him enough for that beautiful opportunity.
Okay, so there's a little skipping going on in the technology of the app today. But wow, going off to a theme park like that. And then it's like, I was supposed to fail, but I graduated by the skin of my teeth.
And still grateful, and I don't know how many years it's been, but still grateful and remembers how nice that trip was and being able to graduate with her.
It's kind of neat because the whole thing is spending time with the family.
Oh, yeah.
After all of that, and then celebrating because life is going to change really quick after high school.
Yeah, that summer between graduation and college or the workforce, you grow up quite a bit.
Yeah, adulting is quite the thing.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. This is His Radio.
All right, so if you're going to be flying off somewhere in the near future, there is an airline that's doing something, to me, so revolutionary. I love this.
What is it?
It is allowing a woman, when you book your flight and you're looking for your seat, you can actually see if it's a male or a female that's going to be sitting next to you. And if you feel more comfortable sitting next to a woman, then you can choose that next seat. And it's about being comfortable and just evidently there are things that happen, I guess, on flights sometimes that I would not have thought about that put a woman at risk sometimes.
Well, I can tell you when I fly, I can tell when the lady sits down next to me that she is totally uncomfortable that she's sitting next to me.
Well, and I think it's more maybe somebody is not as social or maybe there's something, that's in the past, sort of a PTSD type thing.
Well, it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, if you've ever met me in person, I am intimidating at first. No, you know me. But seriously, when some people go, when I first met you, you seemed intimidating to me. And I don't know if it's because it's a radio station or it's because I've got a mean-looking face. No. Seriously.
Well,
I
have
don't
a hard time
smile
saying
all
that.
the time. Well, you know me.
Well, that is true. But even thinking back to when I first met you, but I will say, as I'm on a flight and I see somebody coming down, the aisle, and sometimes I'm like, oh, they don't look very friendly. Like, oh, I bet they're sitting next to me.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And so I can understand why, you know what, I'd feel safer instead of this mean-looking guy sitting next to somebody who would be a little bit more friendly.
Right. Or, afraid, oh, my goodness, they're going to think I'm single and maybe they're going to hit on me, that kind of thing.
There's that scenario too,
Yeah. And so this airline is called Indigo Air, and it's like a low-cost carrier. Now, they are out of India, but they do have flights internationally, so they could be coming to this country. But at the same time, I'm thinking that some of our carriers here might look into doing something like this. And if the women can look to see, if a woman is going to be next to them, guys can do the same thing. So maybe they want to sit next to a guy. So I like this.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
Dude gets a pizza and he goes to pick it up. My wife does the same thing. Instead of the pizza coming to us, I have to go and get it because you save money.
Well, yeah, you do. You don't have to tip. You don't have to pay a delivery fee.
Yeah, but you're still paying gas. Anyway, so this guy goes and he picks up his pizza. He goes in his car and he takes off. And then he notices as he's driving away that where'd this dog come from?
Somebody dumped their
There's a dog in his car. And then he realizes a little bit later, wait a minute, this looks like my car. It's not my car. I better go back.
How in the world did his key
It's the same. I know,
the
right?
fob or the fob.
Because the lady whose car that was left her key fob in the vehicle. He did not know that till he got back. So here he is. He's driving off. Then he gets his device out, and he's like, he's going, well, here's a dog. This is not my car. I got in the wrong car.
You know, the dog is sitting back there like, what
It's
is
like,
happening?
Who are you?
Stranger danger.
But he had fun with it. He goes inside and said, I am so sorry. I drove your car. Your dog is okay. We have the same car. It looks just alike.
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness. I used to work with a guy that wherever he went in somewhere, he would leave his keys underneath the seat.
That's, well, with key fobs nowadays where you push a button to start, you can't do that.
You shouldn't do that. And he drove a Jaguar. Guess what? It got stolen.
Of course. He left his keys in there.
And we're like, well, why? What? Oh, I've always done that my whole life. Well, now you learned your lesson.
Yeah. He's probably the type of person that leaves the door unlocked all the time.
All the time.
At the house.